The WWC, what the world is watching.
How about this? I remember where this fight was on the map when we were doing it too. And I remember he came over and hit me once or something, and I stuck around. I think he hit me the second time here. They were right after each other too, I think. 1748, I think they were right after each other. 1740, yeah, 1749. And then as soon as he did this second one, I got a victory. I still got the hell out. I was done. Like later. and he wasn't even next to me. I think he was like a little bit away from me when he did it.
Yeah.
And he was just, fucking around. But yeah, these people are not to be played with, okay? Like you see 106 million, 116 million, it's crazy. But again, my point is, and you saw it with the winter stuff, it's really about making sure you're doing counter battles. If somebody hits you and you have your mastery done, you have your prepared, you can just flip around and you can survive battles by countering them. You can completely flip a battle to like, holy shit, I'm getting killed, to, oh, I might be able to handle this. That's how crazy. You're not going to win, but it's not about winning. It could be, especially, by the way, I'm going to tell you this, we'll tell this last thing about for fighting. If you're in a Warzone duel, and it takes them forever to get to you, right? The longer it takes somebody to get to you, the more time your alliance has to heal you. And if they hit you the first time and you get blasted, you have all day at that point to switch your squads. So switch them. They're going to come back with the same thing. They're not going to know what you're switching. They're going to come back with the same thing. So switch. Throw your Overlord on your number 2, your number 3, whatever it is, throw it on there, put it into your first spot, switch your gear. Again, line up your teams like this, folks. Even if you have a number 2 team, I know a lot of don't have a number 3, but when you get into number 2s at this level, sometimes you guys are developing your number 2. Situate your teams in your lineup presets where your number 1 team and your number 2 team. Now, I'll give you a perfect example of how I do it, okay? My squads, I do not have all red on my tank squad yet. So I have number 1, I have a first team and a second team. But you get into my third team, and I'm like 14 behind. I need 14 more reds. So I don't have it I don't have reds on all my tank. However, what I do now is when a strong missile is hitting me, because I finished my mastery, it would be pointless, right? If I didn't take advantage of it. Yeah, look at him, 116 million. Yeah, you big son of a bitch. So it would be pointless if I didn't actually use my tank squad. So what I do, folks, is I set up a lineup preset that's tank red gear. So what it does is it puts all my red gear on my tank, just like that. Boom. So now I have tank with red gear. And now I'm set up. If I'm doing a missile, then I have the missile hitting my tank, and then missile needs to hit my missile again. So my air becomes my third team, no matter what. Right? And you need to have your missile have your tank have your main gear, and then your missile gets your next gear, and then your air. You have it lined up like that. That's how you set up your team. And now in a Warzone duel, all this stuff needs to happen. You have all day to move around and do all this shit. Right? Don't just sit there and take a beating. Like, see, and now don't get me wrong. If you're still getting leveled, like you get hit and then they go. Switch your Overlord, whatever, and then see how you do. If you're still getting lit up, then it is what it is. Now, hold on, because we're in a Warzone duel. So now I got to finish this out to what you do. If you have a good spot in a Warzone duel, if you're on the front, let's say, or you have whatever, you should know this. Okay? That means you take your wall down and you take your lickings. You do not move. It's so important for you to understand what I'm saying. Do not move your squad. Do not move your squad. You are going to get ported. Take your port. If they're taking too many troops from you, it's okay. Get hit and get ported. Now, why do I say that? You have a front squad. You have a front spot. Odds are that strong person might be hitting you from behind somewhere. They want you to move. As soon as you move, they go into the front spot. You killed your entire server. Don't give them that spot. You need to have an engineer fight for them to earn that spot. So what you do is you take that port, you get ported wherever the hell you go. Doesn't matter. Now your engineers need to clear that spot and get you back there. Make it so that strong person just wasted their time porting you.
Nice.
And so if they're much stronger than you, great. You're helping your server. You're keeping them occupied. They're wasting their time on you instead of what? Hitting somebody else, hitting a cannon, sending the troops to the capital, whatever it is. They're wasting their time spending it with you. You keep doing that. You're doing your job. You're doing your job. And if you want to switch, you can switch out. You know, listen, as soon as you get ported and your engineer's clear, you should be on a Discord with your team, and you should be telling your team, hey, this son of a bitch is way too strong. Can I get somebody strong ported into my spot so I can switch with you? Work out a switch. You don't have to stay there, but just know not to give up the spot. I can tell you as a stronger player, it is a dream when I see you give up the spot. When I see you just run and you port away, oh, my eyes light up. I get tingly. I'm like, oh, jump right in.
You feel that phase.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for you to run. I want you to. Don't give me what I want as a stronger player. Ever. Ever. And that goes for anywhere you are. If you're on the first line, if you're on the second line, you do not do it. Any good spot in there, the first or the second line, this holds true. If you are around a cannon, this holds true. Never give up a cannon spot. And listen, if you're not prepared to do what I'm talking about right now, if you're like, fuck off, QB, I ain't losing all my troops, whatever, then you don't belong in the spots that I'm telling you. Your server does not need you in these spots. Know your place. Yeah. It should not be there. It shouldn't be on the first line. It shouldn't be in the second line. It shouldn't be around a cannon. If you're not prepared to be ported, then no. Go find another spot. Go in the back. Go wherever you want. Be an engineer. Wait for the clearing. Wait to be picked off by somebody. You're going to use a shit ton of advanced teleports because if you ain't ready to be hit in a Warzone duel, then I don't know what to tell you. But that's some free advice I'm telling you right now to help your server out. Never run away. So.
People just having the practice of training themselves out of the panic response. They see the screen turn red. They see an attack coming in, and just being comfortable with the getting hit part of fighting is such a big deal. Once you don't have that instant twitch reaction, seeing someone coming in, then you can better assess what's happening, better assess the situation, see what's happening with the rest of your teammates. Who's next to me? Is there time for a garrison? Is this someone hitting me from freaking across the country and they're not going to hit for a minute and a half? Or where am I? Where's my main team? You get a lot more thinking time, and you can be a lot more strategic when you're no longer panicking.
QB18 out.
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?